1,000. 1,000 people. 1,000 miles away from Chicago is Elbert, Texas. With a population of 30 people as of the 2010 census, 30 is a thousandth of 30,000, which is the same amount of people left without power in the Cincinnati tri-state area on March 3rd, which was 1,000 days after Sunday, June 7th, 2021, on which Kabi, a chimpanzee, died at the San Francisco Zoo at the age of 63. 63 years ago was 1960. 1,000 years ago was 1023, which was the 60th birthday of Japanese matriarch Minamoto no Rinchi. Coincidence? Not even. Hey people, Mark here, and welcome to a video that I've long wondered how I would approach, and I guess the answer was with nonsense. I have hit 1,000 subscribers, and while it's not as many as Hidden Xperia with his million, or Installation 00 with his 100,000, but it is a lot of people, and it's a lot to me. And honestly, it's a bit of a weird feeling. For all its many faults, YouTube is, I love the platform. It's a great platform. I was part of the first generation to abandon television in favor of YouTube as our #1 source of entertainment. I was one of the first generations to long to be a YouTuber. Not particularly Halo content, but we'll get to that eventually. I started out watching what my age range usually did, team crafted Minecraft YouTubers. That fell apart horribly. Vanoss crew, that sort of fell apart, not really. Eventually, I moved on to, the usual suspects. You got your Markiplier, your PewDiePie, your Jacksepticeye. And unfortunately, in 2016, commentary channels.
This guy is seriously a fucking nutcase.
But that was 7 years ago now, and 2016 was 7 years ago. Since then, my interests have become way too far and wide-ranging to narrow them down to a few YouTubers I watch. I watch hundreds of them. Recently, only one has piqued my interest as consistently, and it has to be spaceship breakdowns, specifically sci-fi starship breakdowns, the likes of Space Dock or Eckhart's Ladder. There's more. Installation 00. I mean, Space Dock. You think sci-fi ship breakdown, you just go Space Dock. That's just kind of how it is. You guys are doing a good job. That's what that means. I'll be honest, I'm a little bit of a sci-fi slob. I only really intake Halo and Star Wars and Mass Effect. I'm not really into Star Trek or any of the really hard sci-fi things. I like The Expanse, but it's hard for me to watch live-action shows, which is a whole other issue. Ow. And I would read the books if I had time, but I have work and school and this and the other channel, and I want to start streaming eventually. In a million billion years, again, I'll start streaming. But those channels that talked about that have reignited my interest in specifically talking about science fiction universes where the creators put in just immense amounts of detail and work and effort into all the minute details of things that most people would never recognize. It just shows you that they care. Putting details in on something like Halo, going into the name of a company that makes fictional spaceships, putting the building of the company into one of the games. It's tiny, but it really shows you that the people who made the game and made the story care. To make a super soldier serum like Master Chief's and the Spartans, and then make come out with Halsey's Journal and have detailed explanations on what exact augmentations the Spartans went through, and have to write a minor character that came from the books that has 3 in-game appearances ever in a trilogy or in a series that has 8+ games. And to write out her journal and sell it, what they care. They really do. And I love that. That's one of my favorite qualities in a creator, is when you can really tell that they put in time and effort and thought into something like this. And that brings me to Halo, the beautiful piece of fiction that it is. We were destined to meet. It was born 15 days before I was on November 30th, 2001. The imperfect ibis that just so desperately needs a chance to spread its wings and show its glory to the outside world. If given the chance, Halo could truly shimmer in the sun amongst the best. It is the best science fiction that has been made in the past 20 years. fuck everything else. Okay, that's a bit much, but that's how I feel. I really like Halo. Every bit of lore, every era, every game, every piece of lore I learn draws me in ever more. And of course it has faults, but I don't like to talk about negative shit on this channel. You can go to somewhere else and do that. There's nothing wrong with it if you want to, criticizing the game is important. It's really important. The game won't improve otherwise, but it's, I don't know. I think my channel, I want to keep being on the more positive side of things, and maybe show them, okay, there's interest in these topics. You know what I mean? I love Halo, but it was not the first idea for a YouTube channel I had. It was, in fact, not even the second. It was the third. Now, the first channel of mine, I'm not going to go into just yet. I'm not ready to talk about that. That'll be sometime in the future. I won't mention its name. If you know its name, please don't say it in the comments. It's not... Well, like 2 of you would probably even be watching this to know the name and to comment it, and you wouldn't because I know you in real life and you know my plans. Don't do it. Asshole. I'll kill you. But the second channel I made, the channel on which I decided to really focus on making videos, is in the description. You can find it in the description. I'm still posting on it. Please subscribe. Before early 2022, I don't think I had uploaded to that channel in over a year, maybe almost 2, and I decided that if I wanted to do YouTube in any capacity, just a hobby or anything, I had to start eventually, otherwise I'd never get going. And so, to get into the habit of just recording and editing things, I started again, I should say, with the worst setup imaginable. I had a broken Blue Yeti mic, I had a very bad webcam camera that I used, and I just did the old YouTuber of 2012, the old PewDiePie plays a horror game with a terrible camera. And thanks to starting with the worst setup imaginable, I can really look at the improvement that I've made over the course of these past few months and years, and not just in the video quality, and not just in the sound quality. This JLab microphone, by the way, JLab, I don't know if this is a high quality microphone, but it's done me wonders, and it was only like $100, so think about it. I even started to post a little bit, no, it wasn't 22, it was 2021. When I also had tried to keep up this channel. I started this channel, I don't exactly remember whether it was when I started to restart again, or the first time I started uploading on Mark the Crawler. I don't remember when I started on this channel. I mean, I can look at the dates, but my brain doesn't compute them very well, because I think my long-term memory might be a little jumbly. I don't think so. It could be. I don't know. Who cares? Get off of this. I get wrapped up. I get caught up in my brain sometimes. But I started posting to this channel leading up to Halo Infinite, and that took the form of some speculating and some talking about the characters. I did a video on Brohammer. I did a video on what I thought was like, it was a banished dreadnought, but I thought it was like the Halo Reach ship from the end credits or whatever. I didn't really think that. I was just kind of trying to do a theory. But anyway, it got actually quite a bit of attention, more than I was used to. And the people were very nice in the comments. I wonder if any of them are still around, because after I uploaded a couple videos, this was a few months before the Halo show came out, I disappeared off of this channel, and I fully focused on Mark the Crawler. And it was a good idea at the time, because I really just focused on getting better at doing editing, getting better at editing quickly. Recording things became more of a habit of mine. These videos would not be out as quick as they have been in the past couple weeks if it weren't for all the work that I did on that channel. You can find in the 1 year of Mark the Crawler, this video, 1 year of Mark the Crawler. You can't click this. Wait, can I do that yet? I think if I have 1,000 subscribers, you can click on the video itself, and it will be a link in the video, but I don't think that I can do that. I think that's a partner thing, and why are my teeth so yellow? Fuck! Anyways, I made it a habit of doing Premiere and Photoshop stuff every day. Well, not every day, but almost every day, trying to make as many videos as I possibly could. And now that has brought me to the Halberd-class light destroyer ship breakdown, which to this day, I don't know how. With all my conglomerate knowledge that I gained over the course of 2021 and 2022, I threw that video up onto the channel, fully expecting it to, it might do okay, who knows, but it wouldn't do 62,000 views. I still don't know how this happened, but it got 1.3 million impressions. Basically, that just means that people saw it appear on their screen as either on their front page or recommended to them in some capacity. Don't ask me how I did it. I don't know. I just made the video as good as I could based on what I would want to watch. There's a bunch of parameters that I had to fill, like, I have a checklist of things for good video that, you scratch off. It's too much to go over right now, but I don't know why that video in particular, its thumbnail's fine. The quality is okay, but it's such an algorithmic fluke. I don't know how it happened, and nothing close to it has happened yet. The shorts always do well. Shorts are just that powerful. You've seen how quickly people can grow on TikTok. Shorts are just crazy strong in that regard. But the cherry on top was that it was viewed by Alex Wakeford. There's my dog. Jojo, say hi. Speak. He doesn't know that. But the cherry on top is that it was viewed by Alex Wakeford and put into a goddamn cannon fodder. What? I've been reading cannon fodders for years. I don't even really know what to say other than thank you for giving my videos the time of day. And to request you go subscribe to my other channel so that I am continuously motivated to upload there as well. I also want to make my motivations clear. Every sub and like is nice, and I love it. I appreciate it immensely. But the reason I make these videos, the reason I do anything on the internet or publicly, is because I enjoy it, because I think it's fun or worthwhile. The day that I stop the day that I find I stop enjoying the video making process, the YouTube creation process, I'll stop doing it. That said, it's one of my favorite things to do, and it will probably remain that for a few decades at least. But I just want to be clear, once I get monetized and this channel starts making money, the first priority is like food and running water and stuff. But the second priority is just making sure that all the videos are improved. All of the money that I make from any of my creative pursuits goes right back into my creative pursuits, because that's all I care about right now, really. All I've got is my youth, my health, my creations, and that's all I've got, and that's all I need. As for other creations, I've got a huge slate of other videos planned. Ones that you've suggested, ones that I want to do, a huge slate of videos on the other channel, I'm gonna stream on Twitch every now and then, eventually, just trust me, I will. A follow there would be legend, down in the description. I think I also will, keep streaming on the other channel. I might bring the streams over here, though, I don't know, we'll see how things go. All of this garbage can be found in the description, but beyond that, I'm writing a book that will be out in, it's a novel. It's not science fiction, but I guess it's adjacent in some ways. That will be out in a couple years. Maybe more. I don't know. I refuse to put a number on that. What I'm trying to say is thank you so much for clicking agree to my weekly newsletter. And that is the goal. I'm going to try and upload at least one video a week. Who knows how long I'll be able to keep that up, but hey, we've got a job, we've got school, but this is pretty fun, so I'll make time. As for this channel, you can expect a lot of Halo lore videos of varying types, not just chip breakdowns, but there will be other kinds of things where I'm talking about specific characters, specific factions, that kind of thing, just one of which is probably going to be the longest Halo video on YouTube, lore-wise. It'll definitely be one of the longest videos I've ever made. No, it'll be the longest video I've ever made. I haven't even begun this process of making this one yet, but to give you a taste, imagine a cohesive video about the individual stories of every single Forerunner, Precursor, Ancient Human, Xalanin that's ever been introduced, put together into one video, and told as a continuous story. Think that. So long. I'm also going to be reviewing Outcasts and Epitaph, my beloved, whenever they come out this year. And I think that's about all I'm willing to share, except that alongside those, Halo will be joined by an enterprising young little sci-fi franchise that just started It's actually just getting started. It hasn't fully started yet. But I think some of you might be a little bit interested in, and a lot of you have probably at least heard of. Take it away. The very studio that got me into lore in the first place. Bethesda Softworks. I think that's what the studio is. But with Fallout, with Elder Scrolls, they have kept me interested in the video game lore space for so long, and I think the same probably can be said for a lot of you. And they are building a brand new world for us to explore together, and it just so happens to be perfectly fitting for the topics of this channel. And I plan on giving this game a lore colonoscopy. I'm going in deep. I won't be doing much speculation on gameplay for various reasons. The first is the same reason you never see me talk about Halo multiplayer. I'm very bad at video games. And while I'm usually good at Bethesda games because they're easy as hell and they're RPGs, they're not necessarily like skill-based matchmaking type games. It does inhibit my ability to scrutinize gameplay features because I'm a writer, I'm an artist. I don't know, I'm not a gamer in that sense. Two, this is always going to be a lore channel, so it really doesn't fit. If I want to play a video, or if I want to play a game for a video, I'll do it on Mark the Crawler, and I don't want to play Starfield for that reason. And three, it's a Bethesda game. We all kind of know how it's going to play. It's going to be Outer Worlds in space, but with base building and ship building and stuff. That's pretty much how it's going to run. I mean, you're going to be able to find more planets. But as for the established planets that are handcrafted, imagine Outer Worlds, but a bit more expansive. A lot more expansive, probably. Oh, plus you also get to fly the ship instead of the loading screen, so there's that. For now, the game will probably be relegated to those GCM unscripted videos I've been doing, because we just don't know that much. Once the game is out, you can expect a lot of long-form content for it. Don't worry, this channel will always be primarily Halo content. I am just so excited to be a part of what we can assume from their track record is probably going to be one of the most expansive modern sci-fi universes ever made. Not just in video games, ever made. And I hope you're excited too. But with that one, I think I'm going to leave you. This all means a lot more to me than I can really express well on camera. I did cry the other night when I saw it for the first time. It was pretty emotional because of the history with YouTube that I said I have. Thanks for your time. It means more than I can say. I really appreciate it. I'll keep trying to earn it. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.